going to wrap this up. I had some thought. I had some deep thought. I need a drink before giving this thought. I was at my in-laws' house last night. They're decent people, damn decent. Um, we weren't talking about politics. We weren't talking about any of this type of stuff. We weren't talking about anything even controversial. I think my father-in-law was making a reference to some animal. I think it was not even analogous uh, to what I'm about to share with you. But he said, like the elephant and the rope story. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He told me very briefly the premise of the elephant and the rope. So I want to read this to you because he wasn't meaning it in this way, but when I heard him say that, I didn't mention it to him because we were just watching a movie and he just said it in passing, but it like registered like this is great. This is us right now. This is the lady at the Grilled Pineapple Whatever Express place. This is about her. This is a short story. It's called The Elephant and the Rope. I didn't know anything about it until I looked it up today after he mentioned that last night. But I wanted to know more about it, so I thought I'd share it with you and share my thoughts. But here's one of the most profound short stories I've ever read. The author of it is unknown, but its message is of utmost importance. This is on theunboundspirit.com. Don't know what it is. I just thought it looked like the most cohesive way of putting it. And they've got a little bit of commentary on it too. But as my friend was passing the elephants, he said he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephant could, at any time, break away from the ropes that they were tied to, but for some reason they did not. My friend saw a trainer nearby and asked why these beautiful, magnificent animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, he said, when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size of rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. My friend was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Man. Dear father-in-law, this is everything right now. We've been raised suckling at the teat of the state our entire lives. We don't know another way. We don't even know that there can be another way. And those of us, even people like myself, libertarians, even anarchists, anarcho-capitalists and everything, as much as we spout theology, it's hard to imagine another way. It's hard to accept another way. I mean, I'm all for it, but your general person doesn't even think that's an option. It's like there's kings and queens, then there's democracy. We're free, they're not. We're great, they're bad. And outside of that is just cannibalism, right? No. Our rope is the state. Our rope is fear and reverence to this godlike authority that is the state, that is allowed to do whatever it wants. We have mayors, people as lowly as mayors in authority, that are pushing these lockdowns. And this isn't just about the lockdowns. This is about, I'm probably going to reference this story often because there are many different applications that I could talk about. I could probably do an entire episode just on this story right here. We're all like toddlers with our umbilical cords hanging out, wandering around looking for something to plug it into. Like we're looking for somebody to help us. The bar owner there, in that video, she said, somebody needs to do something about this. Somebody needs to stop this. She's having a little bit of an awakening where she's like, the government isn't doing it. The government, it's not working out. Somebody needs to stop this, which she's probably asking for. Hey, government, please, stop stabbing me. Stop bludgeoning my business to death. She is, she's still tied up. She's still believing that rope matters. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It can make your life anywhere from inconvenient to hell and nothing above. But there is more to your life than your tethering to the system that not only binds you but holds you down and hits you in the face while you're down, as they're doing. She's asking for money. She's asking for the government that does not care about her enough, that doesn't love her, that doesn't respect her enough to let her fend for her family. It doesn't care about her, but she expects them to care enough to give her a bailout or give her money. Why? No, we only bail out big businesses. We only bail out companies that are too big to fail. We only bail out people who, businesses that are big enough to dip their toe into politics and have sway on elections. Those are the only people that we care about bailing out. Obviously, I'm a libertarian. I'm not for bailouts of any kind, but I'm not for lockdowns of any kind either, because I'm not for taking away people's freedom to assemble. In any way. Sorry, not sorry. So I don't support these bailouts because we shouldn't need bailouts. We should be able to fend for ourselves and make a living. But the government is stopping us currently. So that I would say that's the very least that they could do. But stop asking for bailouts. Stop asking for somebody else to take care of your problem, and find the solution and run full steam ahead at it. Like, especially somebody like that. When everything is taken away and you've got nothing to lose, then what are you waiting for? And it just sucks because, like, she's an entrepreneur. Like, normally you could, like, in a situation like, your Jason Stapletons and your people who talk about this type of belief system, I suppose, even more so like the self-ownership. Remzo talks about it a lot too. Great guys. I'm all for it, and I wish that I was as good a speaker as either one of them so that I could do it justice. But when they're talking about, like, you need to start your own business, you need to have nomadic wealth, you need to be, like, self-sufficient. This lady was. Like, that's part of the problem, is that the government stopped her from being the entrepreneur that she was. It's scary, man. Like, when they can do that, what do? You start a restaurant in your house, a black market restaurant? We're getting there. Like, we're talking prohibition of restaurants. That's insanity. Telling people that they're not allowed to go out and meet people, so they have to do it in the dark of night, and then we'll end up, like, this goes to, like, the war on freedom is what we're talking about here. You talk about, like, prohibition on alcohol, so the black market alcohol got bad. You're talking about prohibition on drugs, so drug crime skyrockets every single year, and drug incarcerations. Like, we're talking about a war on freedom of every kind. We're talking about, for your protection, telling you that you are not allowed to go places. That is the level of tethering that we have as the elephant in the room, as we are, and I don't mean Republican. I don't mean Republican. As the power. As the power, we could snap that rope and walk away. I know it's scary, and there's a lot of discussion to be had on the best way to snap that rope. But why are we focusing on anything else? Why are we being the elephant? What, like, and it's like, it's such a great analogy because there are so many people that are living great lives. They're enjoying life. They're at least content with their life. They're satisfied, which is good. There's some value in being content and being appreciative of what you have. However, I feel like most people are not reaching their full potential. I don't think that I'm reaching my full potential. I'm trying to. I don't think a lot of people are even trying to reach their full potential. I think they're trying to reach the full potential of, the system is set up for me to earn a living, make money, and then die and pass it off to my family. That's about the most promising the system has to offer for most people. I think that there's more value to those people. I mean, obviously there's the stuff outside of work. Work isn't all your value, but I think that most of those people put aside hobbies or creative endeavors or creating things, which I think there's so much value to. They put these things off because it's childish. It's not going to earn them a living or whatever. it's dangerous to actually seek out your passion. So I think that's the biggest problem, is that people lose sight of all passion when they are put into this system mentality. And like the elephant, they're still having a good old time as far as they know. They're still asleep in the Matrix even. The elephant at the zoo is like, this is cool. It's feeding time again. I fucking love feeding time. Or it's bath time again. I fucking love bath time. Because that's all he knows. And the rope is all he knows. And he knows that he can't get away. I should say, he doesn't know that he can get away. He doesn't know that he could be out there in the Serengeti. I don't know geography. Out in the jungle. I don't know. Where do elephants go? Out in the wooded area of some sort, in some geographical location where elephants are. He could be out there living his passion and his full potential in life, but he's fat and happy and content with the rope. We need to cut that rope. We need to snap it like the elephant and get on with our lives. And that rope might be something as simple as, hey, I'm not going to settle for this lockdown. I'm going to open my business, and you need to take legal action against those that will come against you unconstitutionally. But it could be as simple, even simpler as, hey, I need to get out of this toxic work environment. I need to get out of this headspace even. I need to realign my brain to what is it that I was created for, or what is my purpose in this fabric of society, this fabric of humanity. Take all the politics, all the BS out of life, and just think, if it was just humans, like if we're looking at humans on this big map, and it's like this big fabric of everything that they're contributing to the world and the existence of humanity. Are you doing it? Are you living up to your full potential? Do you feel like you've accomplished what you were put here for? Or if you don't believe in a divine being, creator, or whatever, do you feel like there's any point to life? Like, do you feel like you've accomplished that, if there is? I want you to think about that. You are the power. You have the power to snap the rope. You have the power to be free. You are the power to set generations free underneath you. This isn't just about you, even. This isn't a selfish endeavor. This is setting a new precedent for freedom.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe on your way out and help us change the world one uncomfortable conversation at a time. And if you like what you hear and you want to hear more, go join the Downers Club at patreon.com/thesystemsdown for bonus episodes of the show every single week. Until next time, please continue to question everything, stay uncomfortable, and I'll talk to you then. Thanks.
This has been a Goulash Media production. GoulashMedia.net.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.